Now, before we begin this video, I just wanted to say, in the beginning, I don't want anyone bullying or harassing any of the people or the stories that we talk about. Keep the conversations over here, but it's still important to have these conversations based off the ridiculousness that is happening in society today, because these are real situations with real people. And no matter how ridiculous that I think something might be, I often want to get into the heads or the minds of these people to understand what the issue is. So we're going to do that today. We're going to address the ridiculousness. Without further ado,
you say you care about the students, but half of you are not sure what gender is, especially transgender. I know the lawyer said transsexual earlier. That's not the correct term. It's transgender. I'm a transgender woman. My pronouns are she, her, and I will only accept those pronouns. I will not be addressed any other way. And in the workspace, I'm protected by that. Our students should be too. Especially when they're not over 18, don't have a voice. So I'm just imploring you to go beyond just really consider, what is this fight really about? Why is it such entrenched? I know we hear a lot about religious liberty, and quite honestly, I grew up in Christian education all through college. I don't remember any of my doctrinal classes mentioning only male and female, and that's the way it should be. If you feel it is, awesome, good. You get to believe that. You don't get to impose those beliefs on anybody else.
so this person identifies as trans woman, which means biologically born a man, and then decided to transition some way. Now, whether that is chemically or they just decided to label themselves that way, but irrespective of all of that, let's say that this conversation wasn't about pronouns. If a person, male or female, got up on stage at a Board of Education public forum where they teach children at, with half of a head of purple hair and the other half bald, I'd be talking shit just as much. This is categorically odd behavior. And if I was a parent, I would want to know why this weirdo is in the classroom teaching my child. But hold on, it gets better.
And that's actually what religious liberty is that your right to believe that is protected, but the other person that identifies as something else is also is right to be protected. So I guess I'm here to say is, with Oshkosh Pride, we're paying attention. And we're going to be involved in this conversation if it keeps on going.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous that you guys are even considering letting bathrooms and locker rooms being co-ed. I don't care how they identify or whatever kind of delusion people live in, whatever kind of mental disease that they have. Boys are boys and girls are girls. It's simple and basic. It's always been that way. And that's why we have separate bathrooms. I'm not going to allow my girls or my boys to shower with the opposite sex because I don't want them fondled or tainted by one of these deranged people sexually. And that's what lingers in these groups of homosexuality and transgenderism, is sexually explicit ideology.
Yes.
My daughter goes to Franklin. She brought home books about how it's okay that two parents are gay in a household, and it's okay for boys to be girls and girls to be boys. What kind of delusion are you guys living in?
What the man says about sexually is absolutely true. Don't believe me? Take a look at any pride parade. It is deeply explicit. It's like odd to watch people celebrate something that is so raunchy in nature. But these people are over the age of 18 and they can make their own damn decisions. But we have to remember that in this scenario that there are children around who sees the actions or behaviors and may get confused because it's pointing them in the direction that they may regret later.
Are people really retarded? We're still having these talks? Like, what is going on here?
We don't use that word.
No, it's a word. I can use that if I want. Yes, I can. And I can't believe people are so open-minded. Their brains have literally fell out. Does nobody know why we had opposite sport teams and opposite bathrooms for boys and girls? To protect both sexes from one another. If they want to play some delusional game and we have to allow it, then they should have their own bathroom and their own support, their own sports. It's as simple as that. They shouldn't be allowed to women to come and shower in the boys' locker room. I don't want one of these succubuses coming in there spoiling my young gentleman. You know?
Okay, we crossed.
Hey, what? It's a word. I can use it if I want. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I can.
Not
Yeah.
here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, or what? Yeah. So yeah, either way, I think you guys all must have some type of mental disease, even considering this kind of thing.
Sir?
You know, I don't understand what's going on with you guys, that we're even considering this. You guys need to vote no, absolutely not, and come back to reality. Dude, you guys need to embrace God. You know, all this kind of talk, dude, from the name of the flag, dude, it is against
Thank
God.
you, sir. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Let
okay,
him
thank
cook.
you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
don't use the R word. Yeah, well, I can use whatever word I want. It's in my
Okay.
big old dictionary, this thick. I'll get what I want in there.
The man was absolutely cooking alive. I don't know why you cannot look at this image right here and say, there might be some psychological issues that are happening here. I mean, it's as clear as day that this person, something is not situated correctly. These people are experiencing psychological issues that will never be resolved because people are now too scared to say that this is not normal. Now, this Board of Ed meeting happened in Wisconsin, but the overarching theme of this discussion is something that's been happening for a number of years now. Do you guys remember that violent transgender at GameStop a couple of years ago?
No, we're not doing credit. You're gonna give me my fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here. You need to watch
told her,
him out.
Phil,
Excuse me, it's ma'am.
I'm
It is ma'am.
So the person to the right is a woman that said, "Excuse me, sir." And this person got very angry at that. Now, this is after this person got angry at the GameStop employee for inadvertently, on accident, referring to this person as sir. Now, watch this person's ridiculous reaction to be referred to what they look like.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay?
Both of you guys?
Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was a general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Motherfucker, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
I need your corporate number. Because I'm going to call them and talk about how I was misgendered several times in this store.
I apologize for that.
I need your corporate number
Not the
now.
corporate number. Kicking over PS5 boxes and shit.
Get it for me now.
Bump transgender. This is trans Karen right here,
Give me
baby.
your corporate number. Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man. Because quite clearly I am not.
And I apologize. I'm sorry for that, ma'am. I will get you that number. Is that okay?
Yes,
I'm
get it
just
for me
asking-
now.
I'm asking you to stop
Get it
cussing.
for me now. I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing.
Okay.
Get me the damn number now, please. Ooh!
Ma'am, I apologize.
Ooh!
It's very ladylike.
I will get you that number right now.
No, you're just gonna keep bumping your gums. You're just gonna keep bumping your gums and disrespecting trans people in this store, which I plan on telling the entire LGBTQ community. You're going to lose money over this.
Look. After trying to summon the LGBTQ mafia, this person was interviewed saying that what they did was justified.
I apologize now.
I was so angry at that point because literally 5 or 6 times he had called me sir and got me so fuming angry, and I was cussing that.
The internet responding to the viral clip with memes like Supermam, Aquamam, and Macho Mam, Tranny Savage. Tranny is a slang term for transgender that many find offensive and derogatory.
What's really sad is it's bringing so many bigots out of the woodwork.
But more, a local MC and rapper isn't letting the memes get to her. She's using her newfound viral fame to raise awareness about the transgender community, and she even wrote a song to get her message out there.
We're humans just like you. We're people just like you. We have kids, we have parents, we have brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins. We're just trying to live.
Ma'am, I apologize. I apologize, ma'am.
As for how Moore handled the situation inside the store with that expletive-filled outburst,
And yeah, I could have reacted a whole lot better. But you know what? I look back at it, if I could, I wouldn't change a single thing. I would do it 100,000 times again. I would kick over that display 100,000 times again because my actions were justified. I mean, it was blatant and malicious hate. It was blatant and malicious misgendering.
What a huge set of balls that this person must have to stand up to the obvious, purposeful injustice of misgendering. Whether or not it was on accident, whether or not it's multiple people looking at you and determining, sir, they're obviously trying to be disrespectful to this person, right? Defending gender identity by being loud, aggressive, damaging the store items, and then feeling no guilt afterwards, and then calling that justified is absolutely absurd.
You're gonna put that up and you're gonna let everybody else see it?
Well, everybody
But when
loves
you're
it.
confronted by a trans woman, you're gonna hide it?
Everybody loves it.
No, I don't
They
think
take
so.
pictures of it. They post it.
Uh-huh.
9 out of 10 customers love it.
Yeah, you know what? It's bullshit.
No, what you're spouting is bull.
No, it's not.
It
Trans
is.
women are women, sir. That sign is bullshit. As a trans woman, trans women are women. Your
Well,
sign
I'm
is
telling you,
bullshit.
as a man, that's bullshit.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You know what? Nobody confronts your ass. That's the problem.
Really?
If they'd say,
Really?
what the
You want to bet?
what the is
You know
going
what I
on?
have had
Do you
to
know how
live
many
with?
people you've embarrassed at,
Oh,
at City
wow.
Hall?
Me, an
They have
embarrassment
to-
to City
they
Hall?
have to
Really?
tolerate
You're an
that
embarrassment
shit.
to the city, sir. You are an embarrassment to this city.
I am a
And
pillar
I
in
make
the
sure
city.
that everybody knows.
I'm a pillar in this. Now
Oh,
you
yeah.
do
Veteran.
that. Do you know why? Every time some bullshit like this happens, my sales go up because people are wanting this.
Really?
You are nuts.
Let's wake you up
You
to the
are
truth,
nuts.
sir.
You're not a woman. You don't look like a woman. You don't act like a woman.
Really?
You're ahead. What's wrong with
really?
you?
I'm-
Well, look at yourself. For Christ's sakes.
Really?
For Christ's sakes, who would want to even be close? My God.
Really?
It's horrible.
I don't know why.
You
Why
are not.
am I so
You
horrible
are
to
not
you?
a chick.
Why am I so horrible to
Do you still have a?
You know what? That is none of your business.
Do you think there's one person that really thinks that you're a chick?
I know a lot of people that agree with me and that accept me for who
Do you
I
know-
am. And the fact that you're going to be here with a sign like that
nobody,
is bullshit.
nobody confronts you. That's
Yes,
the
they
problem.
do.
You make me
That's bullshit.
uncomfortable because
Really?
you're
Get the
nuts.
away from me.
Then you get out of my store.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trans women are women.
Jesus Christ, man! Get a clue.
Trans women
Get
are women.
Get a
Trans women are women.
leave.
Confronted you.
Leave.
I'm out of your store.
Leave.
You leave.
You leave.
I'm here.
Let me ask you a question again. Do you have a?
You don't get to ask that.
I'll bet you do.
You are opinion.
This guy's a
I don't
legend.
care.
Opinion and ask.
I hope so.
Good.
Because I want to be in your face because nobody confronts your stupid ass. You're nuts.
You need to back off now.
No, you do. So
You need
back
to
off.
Back off now. I am trying to leave and you are
Why
following
don't you
me.
leave?
I'm going to take a few more steps. Are you going to keep following me? Or are you just going to check my ass
You
out?
check. You
Wow.
check tonight. If you got a you're not
Stop
a chick.
staring at my ass.
Wow.
I would really like them to open their eyes and their heart and see that, you know, we are people, we are who we are.
Some people think it's hurtful.
Well,
He told us that this hurt.
But here's the thing, I don't give about feelings anymore. I'm 78. I went to Vietnam to fight for all this. Do you think I care about some feelings? Absolutely not.
I just want to give him a hug, right? Like, you got to think from his position, the things that he's seen and or go through to fight for a country for rights, and he sees what people are doing with it. I can understand. He just doesn't care about feelings at the end of the day. And that's his prerogative because he wants to put a sign in front of his store. He can say what he wants, just the same thing as that person can say or wear or do whatever they want to do. But you confronted the man in his place of business. He's gone from being a veteran to a Sith Lord. Let the man conduct his business in peace.
28-year-old Bridget Klein Simpson has identified as a woman for years, and she wants to get into better shape, so she went to the Bodyworks gym for women in Parksville for a membership. Klein Simpson says she was initially welcomed, but after one workout she was informed she was not allowed at the women's only gym.
Saying, sorry, we made a mistake, you're not actually allowed to be here, but you're more than welcome to use the co-ed facility. And I kind of just hung up because I was devastated. I mean, there's really no other word for it.
Klein Simpson changed her gender and name legally close to 2 years ago, and she's been on hormone replacement therapy for more than 3 years. She says she wants to work out at a women's-only gym where she will feel comfortable, unlike her experiences at gyms while in university.
I didn't quite understand why that was like uncomfortable, because I didn't know I was trans at the time. I still thought I was a guy as well. But it was just important to me to like be in a place that would be like explicitly accepting, like, you know, you are a woman.
10 years ago, this would have been a legit comedy skit, but today it's real. Even when you have questions or you come into good faith with these different discussions because you want to have a rational, logical discussion about what this is, potential societal implications, they still wig out.
Professor Bridges, you said several times, you've used a phrase, I want to make sure I understand what you mean by it. You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence by not recognizing them.
Wow, you're saying that I'm opening up people to violence by asking whether or not women are the folks who can have pregnancies?
So I want to note that 1 out of 5 transgender persons have attempted suicide.
I want to note that this is a college professor at a university that teaches college-age students about life. That's what I want to add.
So I think it's important
because of my line of questioning?
Look how
So we
crazy
can't
our eyes
talk
are
about
getting.
it?
Because denying that trans people exist and pretending not to know that they exist
I'm
is
denying that
dangerous.
trans people exist by asking
Are you?
if you're
Are
talking
you?
about women
Are you?
having
Just asking a
pregnancies.
question.
Do you
Crazy.
believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can
So
get
you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you? Or are they
Absolutely.
also treated like this, where
No,
they're
they're
told
allowed
that
to
they're
question.
opening up people to
Oh,
violence?
we have a good
by
time in my
questioning?
class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot
I
in this
know.
brief exchange.
Absolutely.
Extraordinary.
I had to run straight down into the comment sections after that. I'm sorry to everyone that experienced secondhand embarrassment watching this. I'll pay for everyone's therapy. Elbow Falls writes, extraordinary times we are living in. Hey Hugh says, the eyes, Chico, they never lie. It's the combativeness and the condescension that's shocking to me. Meanwhile, Chinese students learn calculus in the 3rd grade. We are effed. She makes flat earthers sound sane. The fact that she's allowed around children is insane. Now, there's a lot of content creators that wouldn't even address this topic right here, but it's my belief that it's not too late to educate ourselves and equip ourselves to be ready to have these conversations, because this is what the media is pushing. Not that there can't be psychological issues there. Not that drag queens should not be going into schools to teach children while dressed in drag. Not that that person's behavior in like the GameStop was anything but ridiculous. For any criticism means that you're T-phobic, absolutely absurd. Here's the last thing I'm gonna leave you guys with. It's not your job to make everyone on this planet feel comfortable. It's your job to make it a better place. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!